to the C++ tutorial, students. Now in this session I will be dealing with a concept called namespace. Okay, a namespace is a declarative region for functions and variables for the programmer. Okay, so in this case, okay, why namespace came into existence? It's a modern style of programming. Okay, initially when we used to program before, okay, like we had a common global space in which the variables or functions were being declared. Okay, but some point of time, okay, the programmers found it difficult, right? Like if two programmers were interested in a single common variable, okay, like say user 1 and user 2 were interested in a common variable, say for example over here n, okay, then it was very difficult for both the programmers to use the common variable n, fine, because they want to use, okay, anyhow they want to just make use of that common variable n, fine, but at that point of time, as it was a common global space, it wasn't possible, fine, but the introduction of namespace allowed the programmers to use variables of their own choice, fine. So you namespace creates a subspace, okay, getting the point? Namespace creates a subspace in the global space, right? So that subspace will be in isolation with the other subspaces. Okay, so as you can see in this example, namespaces are being created, fine. So the first namespace is given the name 1, second namespace is given the name 2. This is the way how namespaces are created. Okay, so user 1, user 2 are now very much happy because they have their own, they have their variable n. Okay, fine, but how to use the variables, okay, the common variables is the question, fine. Now let us check out with the traditional programming, wherein this C++ program I will be using the namespace std because most of the variables, okay, that are used in C++, they are part of namespace std, fine. Now in main, as you can observe over here, user 1 and user 2, okay, they have declared their variables n, okay, and also instantiated the variables with 10 and 20. The user 1's n is 10, user 2's n is 20. Okay, next I am printing their values, fine, with 1 and 2's n, fine. Now suppose I'll just skip this part, fine. Now let me just compile this part and show you the output. What is the current output? Out. Okay, value of 1's n is 10, value of 2's n is 20. Okay, now let me just make some modification. Okay, say I'll just modify 1's n. Okay, I'll increment 1's n by 1. Let me now see the output after the modification. Okay, recompile. Okay, so by this you can understand that just first two statements, they remain as it is, the print output statements as they were before. Okay, next you can just observe after making a modification, 1's n is incremented by 1. After that, the value of 1's n is just modified. Okay, the value of 2's n remains as it is. So this is how we create isolated namespaces, and which will help programmers to make use of variables of their own choice, right? On the same lines, you can just consider another example wherein there are two users, first and second, you are interested in a common variable I, fine. So over here, and also we have a local variable I, right? So local variable I equal to 10 is assigned to local variable. Okay. Now next I make use of the namespaces I variables. So first colon I, scope resolution operator I equal to 20. Second scope resolution operator I equal to 30. So over here the scope resolution operator, okay, tells that this I belongs to the first namespace. The second, okay, the scope resolution operator helps in telling or making the compiler understand that the specific variable I belongs to the specific namespace. Okay, so this program also helps you to understand the namespaces. Okay, so let me just compile even this program and show you the output. Program name is d plus namespace 1. Okay, I hope this program is not there in the folder. So let me save this as name test it is, not namespace. Okay, so I will just first clear name test one. Okay. So first is the local variable I. Okay, second is namespace first I, namespace second I. Okay, the values 20 and 30. Okay, I hope you have understood the namespace concept.